after this.
We're back. Back live here inside the Dignity Health Studios at the Bakersfield, California. And this, of course, is Condors Unleashed, Episode 4. Not to be confused with, how many episodes are there in Star Wars?
Well, every time you say Episode 4, I think
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Well, I was doing that, Bartle, so that you would think of
It is a time of rebellion.
Yes, I was leading.
That's what the words start with. It says Episode 4 is a time of rebellion.
I was segueing you. I was giving
Looking forward to Star Wars Night coming up on Saturday. We're going to give away, where are these? Angry Birds.
Hold on, I have
Star
more.
Wars
There's more.
clips. Here, can we switch to camera 8? What camera 8? Right there. In focus, camera 8.
Yeah,
there we go. That's the Luke Skywalker Angry Birds.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader's right there. There's Princess Leia. Angry Birds backpack clips. We're going to give away 2,000 of those.
Yeah, there's more Darth Vader. No, that's a stormtrooper.
That's a stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper. How do you not know your Star Wars?
Did we ask you to speak?
That's a great question.
Did we ask you to speak?
Steven Gaede, everybody.
Steven
Condors
Gaede.
PR intern.
Since we're the PR department of the year, I guess he's the PR intern of the year.
By default.
By
really.
default. Gates, how's everything going? I mean, I heard you had a test this morning and got in touch with your professor.
Student at Cal State Bakersfield, by the way. CSUB.
Senior. How'd the test go this morning? Because I heard mixed reviews.
It went okay. It could have gone a little bit better. Should have probably studied a little bit more. Hopefully Mr. Lawley's not upset with me, but hopefully he gives me an A for giving him a shout-out.
Yeah.
Some bonus points?
Yeah. One of the best things that I like about our interns, and as you know, Bartle, I'm the hardest on our interns.
You are.
Of anyone in the office.
Yeah,
There's
no
not
doubt,
even a
no doubt.
question.
He's nodding appreciatively.
Yeah, he knows. But it's all for the betterment of his
learning.
His life,
Yes.
really. We're
He's
life
just a
teachers.
young Padawan
Yeah.
being trained in the ways of the Force.
One of the best things I do like about them, though, they started a Condors Interns account on Twitter.
Twitter.
It's at Condors Interns. You got to go check it out. Granted, they don't update it enough because apparently they're too busy.
Right.
But when they do
Hashtag
update
intern life.
yeah, hashtag intern life. You and your fellow compatriot, how do you say his last name? Nick Finiciaro?
Finnicaro, Pinocchio, it's all the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was Nick's nickname when we first had him in the office?
I don't-
Was he Calzone and he was Churro? I think that's what it was, to be honest with you. We couldn't say Nick's last name to save our life.
I
so
still don't know what it is.
I think it's Finiciaro.
Okay.
He's in your program. Look it up. But Steven Gaede, I mean, you started the Twitter account. Do you think you guys are funny?
I think so. I mean, we've taken some good photos. We got some laughs out of you. You're a hard guy to impress. So
It's
I think
true.
Definitely a hard guy to get a laugh out of. That's for sure.
I mean, one laugh a week, that's what I'm going for. And I feel like I meet that quota most of the time. So
Now that we know that all you care about is hitting quotas, Gaede, I mean, you should be achieving. You should be striving
Have we
for
taught
better.
have we taught you nothing?
Endeavor to persevere, Gaede.
I just need to pay attention more. That's it.
All right. Let's take a look at our picks.
Hold on. Before we get to the
What?
picks, we
No.
got to take a look at the standings.
Okay.
Gaede,
that's
what
it.
do you see here?
I see an unfortunate number 5 who's going to be moving their way up throughout this weekend.
On the big board. So if you had like a Mel Kiper touch screen. Oh, all right. Never mind. You'd be moving up.
I'd
yeah.
be trying to move up and then it'd go back to the bottom, try to move it up again.
Oh, yeah, because it wouldn't work and then the
Yeah.
computer would freeze, of course. All right, so there's the Pacific Division standings. There's the Mountain Division. We don't see any of those guys this weekend, so moving along. Games coming up. Condors on the road at San Francisco on Friday night, 7:30. We'll take on the Bulls. It's actually San Francisco's home opener, so that should be a blast. Saturday, Star Wars night. Las Vegas in town, of course, 2,000 backpack clips, Angry Birds Star Wars backpack clips to the first 2,017 and under. And then Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock against Stockton. We're wearing the Gettysburg Address jerseys, but there's so much more going on. Of course, Saturday is a kids club night, so if you remember the kids club for just $10, you guys are in for free. But we're not only doing the Gettysburg Address jerseys, which we are, and they're great. We're auctioning those off for charity.
Coats.
If you bring a new or used coat, gently used coat, you can get in for $1 up on the terrace level. It's also a Be Better Bakersfield night. If you bring your report card and have a B or better, you get in for half off. And also, if you're a military member, active, retired, veteran, whatever, come on down. I don't know what he's doing. I don't care. I'm not looking.
All right, enough is enough.
I'm not looking.
Let's
But
talk.
military in for free on Sunday. I want to make sure I'm military.
All right.
Now
I
for
appreciate
the record.
that. Don't chastise me.
Now for the
I
Whose
went
show is
3-0.
Whose show is this?
3-0
Yes.
last week.
I was
3.
4-2.
You
and
went
Bartle was 2-4.
0-3 last week.
Yeah. And our guest, Randy Steiner, Condors minority owner, went 2-1 to up the guest record to 5-4. So I'm a game back.
We have a battle going on
this weekend, Steven
lot
and
of
Bartle.
pressure.
So we got to hit to the picks, and we have some time. So
All
now
right.
tonight, Alaska, who just came off the big weekend, against Idaho in Idaho. Intern, who do you got?
I've got Alaska. Alaska's 7-1 this year. They've scored 34 goals, the most in the league, and they've only allowed 9 goals in 8 games this season. So I got Alaska.
9 goals in 8 games.
Yep.
The Condors have 3 of those goals.
That's true. Can we?
Ah,
It's not.
all right. Malfunction. See, you jinxed it by saying the Mel Kiper big boy. So,
I'm sorry.
for the record, we're going to go for the record. Everything's fine. For the record, Steven Gaede taking the Alaska Aces.
The screen is working perfectly.
What's your
And
Star
these
Wars
aren't the
line?
droids you're looking
There's your
for.
Star Wars line.
All right. I, on the other hand, slow down. The Aces, I mean, let's face it. They've had an easy schedule. All right. The Condors are struggling. The Bulls are struggling. The Wranglers are struggling. Idaho's going to take this one. Alaska's going into Idaho. They're going to get overwhelmed.
So if this could pop up, Bartle would say Idaho.
I would say
He would have
Idaho.
Now, me, on the other hand, I saw Alaska firsthand. I know all about them. They're good. They win. It's easy. That's it.
All right.
That's
so
all you need
Holt
to know.
takes Alaska as well.
Yes.
All right. Next game.
Stockton is at Colorado. The Thunder against the Eagles. A matchup of 2 years ago in the Western Conference playoffs. Who do you got?
Well, I got the Eagles in this one. They both have a similar record, but I think the home factor for the Eagles is going to push them through to a game that's going to come down on the wire. I think the Eagles take the win.
Oh, closer than the experts pick.
He's going crazy here. I think the Eagles take it as well. I'm not going to be so bold as to predict a goal differential, but the Eagles got this one. And if Holt, of course, is not
Have
picking
you-
Stockton ever.
Have you watched the show yet before, Gaedy?
I've watched it a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Holt does
Stockton
not
versus
pick Stockton.
Colorado. Who would I pick?
Stockton.
No, he's not watching.
That's him. Yeah, he's obviously not watching.
He will never pick Stockton all season
Yeah.
long.
50-50 shot.
I've got Colorado. We all took Colorado.
All of us took Colorado.
On that last one.
All right, next up.
All right, last game. Ontario's at Utah. This is the Saturday game. That Colorado game was their Friday game. Ontario is at Utah. We got the rain in the west side. Our good friend Adrian Denny. Who you got?
I've got Ontario in this one. They haven't lost a game in regulation this season thus far, and I think the Reign are just going to keep on rolling, and they're going to get the 2 points in Utah.
Once again, our guest picker doing much more research
Way more
than
homework.
we did.
Yeah. Although, to Steven's point, they're due to lose. Utah takes this one on home ice.
This is a tough one for me. I like Adrian Denny. He's a good friend of mine. Very good friend of yours as well. Good
Do you
friend
want me
of
to
the.
tell you who you picked?
I know who I picked.
Oh, okay.
I know who I picked. I got to go Ontario here, and I hate Ontario. I like Utah. I hate Ontario, but I'm going Ontario here. Why? Because Steven Gaede picked Ontario, and I'm 3 for 3 on Steven Gaede picks.
Wow.
What more reason
So-
does he need?
So you two picked the same 3
Same 3,
in all 3 games.
all 3 games.
Well, that's a very safe way for the guy in last place to play it. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
I took the top. I strive to be number 1.
I mean, at this point, you won't fall any further behind the guest picker with your strategy.
I'm fine with staying 1 game behind the guest picker and dropping you down to 3rd.
I don't think that's going to happen. I took 2 games differently than you guys,
Yeah.
and I'm in first place.
So you think you're gonna get a little buffer zone?
I'm hoping for it.
Get some
anyways.
games in hand.
You know what? If there's one thing that we've kind of learned about this is, especially early on in the ECHL, it is like impossible to pick these things.
Yeah.
I mean,
We tried.
rosters are still in flux. Teams are just trying to find their way right now. They're still getting guys sent down
Yeah.
from the American Hockey League, so it's difficult.
All right. Well, Gaedy, we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate you giving us your picks. We appreciate you setting up the press room this weekend because I don't want to do it. So get to it.
All right.
Do you need some preparation? Before? Who are you going to interview on Saturday? Whoever scores the goal in the first period?
Most likely.
What if we score more than 1 goal in the first period?
I'm just going to get multiple players in, bring them on the ice.
Oh. He's Steven Gaede. That is Steven Gaede joining us here on our final segment. Bart's, another show in the books.
Yeah, it was great. Joey Leach, huge thanks for him to coming on. He was great. Coach was awesome as always. I love the video breakdowns.
I think we need to dedicate maybe 2 segments to that in the future.
Maybe we can.
Just break down video
we
for
can
the
do
whole entire show. This weekend, Saturday, Star Wars night. Sunday's the Gettysburg Address jerseys. We'll auction them off after the game. That's it, though. He's Kevin Bartle. I'm Ryan Holt. Steven Gaede. We're out.